Yo, what's going on? I actually thought the camera was already up. Real awkward. What's going on? Schmoobblad, Nick Stevens, T-Dub, Ken Forte, Koniak, I think. Sorry on the pronunciation there if I did that wrong, but thank you so much. Welcome in. And Wicked Ball. Yo, yo, yo. Ooh, all right. Let's see. So we've got Barracks Jail. I would do that on the Energy Shield Nova Sorceress sometimes, but I feel that it's not going to be great for, you know, the density's not good enough for this particular build with the lack of mobility on the slower teleport frame. So I think we're just going to stick to the pits, and I think the Chaos... Oh, I got a full of gold apparently. I think the Chaos Sanctuary is coming up here, so... at some point here in an hour or something like that. So I think we're going to do that. Smolps, welcome in. Andreas, what's going on? Smolp says, let's go. Going is all I know how to do. T-Dub comes in with the let's go as well. Love it. Hello, Bald Man. Jeezy, what's going on? Welcome in. Wait, I'm bald? Oh, God. When did that happen? When did that happen? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, Wicked, too. Let's going and getting after it is, like, the only two things I really know how to do. And keeping on slaying. I know how to do that, too. But that's about all. That's about all I know in life. Ooh. Think speed a trap assassin is fun. Yeah, it's all right. I don't like the whole throw down the traps and then like sit to the side and wait for things to die kind of situation, but it definitely works pretty good. It's different, a little switch up, you know. It's definitely a solid killing build right here. I've ever seen a gnome. Yes, I have. We have one in our front yard actually right now. We do have a gnome. Love gnomes. Love the videos. Great stuff. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you, Stonkus. Very kind of you. Carroty Mail, what is up? Welcome in. Beep to you as well. Scott. Oh man, look at these legends. G-Stacks in here. Oh my gosh, already. I did get on a little bit later. G-Stacks is a West Coaster, so welcome in. Zakaroom's Hand. All right. 200 enhanced damage. Perfect rolled. Zakaroom Hand, possibly. Cannot confirm nor deny, but either way, not that great, but. Let me look at that real quick again. It's not that I'm going to keep here, but I do love things with ignore target defense when you're out killing regular monsters, huh? Just interesting. Just something I want to look at for a second. Payoff again? Dude, so much stuff. I couldn't possibly list all this stuff I found over the last few days right now. Letter B, though. Brought to you by... Today's stream's brought to you by the letter B. I guarantee you there's going to be a Drop Alley video at some point about it, though. Promise. My the notifications woke you up, says G-Stacks. Now there, my friends, is a statement made by a true legend. Just an absolute effing legend right there. Wake up to the smooth, silky voice of the ultimate demon slayer, Sweetville. Half joking, but welcome in. Hair in your soup, you say there? I can't read that. It's like Cyrillic or something, but the name. Boy, for my household, between my wife and my daughter, Gosh, all the time. Everywhere. I'll go anywhere. I'm just like, jeez. Like, it's all over the place. Lay down in bed. I'm like, what's taking on my... I'm like, jeez. Anyone who's got like a few different women in their household would understand. What's going on there? Gargantua. Solid content. Appreciate you. Very, 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 very kind of you. Thank you very much. Gonna mess around and make the Whirlwind Assassin. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me to like take a look at that. I don't really have any experience with it, so I'd have to like research into it, see how you do it. Maybe I'd make a video about it, but yeah, it's just a real interesting off base. A lot of people would see it and like, wait a second. Like people who are, well, we'll call it newer to Diablo 2, I guess. Or just people that aren't as deeply ingrained into the community and whatnot like that. They'd just be like, what? Whirlwind Assassin? I've been meaning to take a look at that. I don't know. Gotta be fun, right? Doing something weird like that. Why not play Summon Druid in D2R? A little on the slow side for me, Alex, but I mean, I've done it before. What I do, speaking of things that people don't see every day, what I like doing is the Corpse Explosion Summon Druid. Yes, you heard me correctly. That's where it's at. Corpse Explosion Summon Druid. Have I played Project Diablo 2? Funny story. I kind of get asked that quite a bit there, Chains. When Project Diablo 2 launched. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Dude, speaking of paying off, this pack on the way to the pits, I don't even make it to the pits, and I see this huge pack. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take them out. You don't need Players 8 difficulty, fellas. Here we got a Malrune. Let's go. Also hit the like button. You know you want to. So the funny story is, before I got a little distracted there, no big deal. I actually completely switched my channel over to only making Project Diablo 2 content for probably a solid 6 months. But Project Diablo 2, it was good, and then, and this is my opinion, it's not good anymore. There's a saying in the United States, and I feel like it's kind of around the world, saying that something or someone has jumped the shark. Project Diablo 2, like every Diablo 2 mod, jumped the shark. They started off with some good ideas when it was like, here's combustion, here's this skill, here's like some maps, you know, and stuff like that. And then they have to change stuff every season and add more and add more and add more. And then now it's not, I feel like it lost the soul, the base game of Diablo 2 that made Diablo 2 so great. They've lost it, in my opinion. But yeah, I actually completely, like I said, I completely switched my channel to only Project Diablo 2 for a few months. T-Dub talking about the summon. Druid may not slay all, but it's a fun build. Yeah, I've definitely rocked it before for sure. I believe anyway, so. 105% chance of Cheerios today. Only 105, bro. You know it's higher than that. You know it's higher than that. We're going to find 1.15 hero mites today. You might say, hey, Phil, that makes no sense and is impossible. And to that, I say, bleep you. Bulltrance, what is up? Welcome in. Look at so many legends up in here today. Appreciate you. See a bunch of the OGs. I see some newer faces. Love seeing them both. Welcome in, everybody. At a work picnic, says Donut. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, at a work picnic, Ziploc bags in your pockets, load them up with food. Gotta get your money's worth. That place doesn't pay you enough. I don't know what you get paid, but I promise you, it's not as much as you deserve. Doing pretty good, Bull. Doing pretty good. Shane said he heard PD2 is amazing. PD2 is amazing for people who like D3 and D4. That's my take on it. people who have to have changes all the time or they get super bored. You know, people who, you know, I don't, you know, need the flashing lights and like, ooh, like new is better. Like that's the Project Diablo 2 type of crowd. Like every season they have to have something new. They can't just make a different build that they haven't done before and have fun playing the best game ever made, you know. That's my take on it. Faceblade. Lightsaber. Obviously, I know there's going to be people out there who like Project Diablo 2 who don't like D3 and D4, and there's always, you know, this and that exception, this exception, but people who played LOD for over a decade with no changes, and the people who like D3, D4, and need changes all the time, I feel like are not the same kind of people, right? Possibly. Nothing wrong with them. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I just think they're different groups of people. Oh, Ark's still looking for that Shaco. Yeah, the first one, you're going to find 5 of them in the same week, I bet you. That's what's going to happen. As soon as you get one, you're going to find 5 that week, and you're going to look like this. That's how it's going to go. PoE players? Possibly. PoE, I know less about than I know about any of the Diablo games, so. I just know when I see people comment like, oh, next season in D2, there's no new changes. They're not rebalancing all the uniques and everything. I'm not playing then. And I'm just like, okay. You know, I don't really know what'd you do for the last 15 years. I mean, I don't know. Like Diablo 2 is literally like $9.50 with no other monetization, and you want like a whole development team to constantly be updating. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Jeezy said he only wears 141 Shakos. That's because you're a legend right there. That's a true gangster. Wow. I must be real thirsty because this water tastes real good. Biv, shouting out the Discord, man. Like a true company man right there. Appreciate you. Just playing around, but yeah. If anyone doesn't know, check out the Discord. Find people in there like G-Stacks and Biv and a ton of other people. Couldn't possibly name everybody, but... And really, I'm going to be honest here for just one quick second. We're going to real talk it. The people in my community are amazing. They're way cooler than I am. Half the people know more than I do. Great people, so make sure you hit that up. You can get a ladder reset team together, all kinds of we got channel member only Discord channel, so we take advantage of that. You can link your YouTube membership to Discord, and you get a special name color so everyone knows you're a channel supporter, a legendary slayer or a slayer or a Giga Chad slayer, whatever you are. 14 to max. Too cool, Phil John. That's just not true. I know that, but very kind to you anyways. G-Sex said water's been his friend lately. Yeah, you were slowing down / and or quitting on the drinking, right? Try not to drink as much. Good. Yeah, I've been slamming these tonic water, just non-alcohol tonic water by itself. Yeah, sparkling waters. I was trying to say. Do I have a reset team already? I haven't really thought about it, haven't really looked into it. If I try to set stuff up too early, I always end up with like, people say they're gonna do it, and then they're like, oh, I forgot. Now I have to watch my kid that day, or I have to wash my hair, sorry. And you're like, oh my god. So I don't usually set one up too early. Usually like a day or two before, I'll try to get some people together and just do a casual playthrough. I don't go like, all right, here's your elite bow barb. We need one assassin with Wake of Fire because it puts out so much damage. One person will be the teleporter slash staticker. We need a paladin for, you know, I don't do that. I just go, everyone pick whatever character you want. We'll play through the game, you know. Sparkling mineral water gang. Yeah, I don't know about sparkling mineral water. I just drink some garbage stuff that's like got fake sugar in it instead of real sugar.
Good to see you.
This one's orange right here. Nothing too fancy. You need an old reliable. What's an old reliable? I don't know what that one is. New season starter, says Bob. I don't know if you're asking if I'm going to try something new. Maybe it's just kind of a broad statement there, but I'm thinking about starting the season with as a strictly charged bolt sorceress. Strictly charged bolt, I was thinking. Oh, a dependable person who shows up, you say? Yeah, I mean, that could definitely work for sure. Just keep your ear to the ground there in Discord. I'll be posting in somewhere in there, and I'll be shouting it out on stream or something like that. There isn't like insanely high demand to be on my reset team, to be perfectly honest. Well, actually, this is a Friday, so maybe it'll be a little bit more busy. More people will be able to play and want to. So, but yeah, it usually doesn't fill up real quick. Usually a lot of people are busy and stuff, so. Suggested topic for today, says Trash. Uh-oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I don't have anything in mind, so. Wasn't D2 getting constant updates, so Blizzard decided to abandon it? No, they were getting updates. The whole purpose of D2R, the only reason it really got remade was to hype Diablo 4. So they put it out, and then they were updating it until it was no longer useful to them. So right now it wouldn't be, they didn't abandon it. Everything was done as intended, I believe. They put new stuff out and they was keeping it hyped to keep people interested in the Diablo universe until D4 came out. Because literally it would be quite literally, I don't know about literally, but it's almost illegal for a company to do something that they know will lose them money. So they could not possibly devote a bunch of resources to constantly updating a game that has no monetization of any kind. You can't sell more copies. They sell for like $8 on sale. It's on sale for like $12 right now, I think. You know, everyone already has it who would have ever wanted it, pretty much. There's, you know, no expansion plan that would like cost too much because they'd have to rewrite the underlying game for an expansion. I don't even know how they would do it, the way the game is made. They couldn't even do an expansion, I don't think. If at minimum, it would be difficult, I feel, so. You think the marketing worked? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody was hyped for D4, including myself. Yeah, that running off of the Diablo 2 being the best game ever made nostalgia. Yeah, it was very successful, I feel. Crash says tofu, Costco drinks, well done steaks, 80 movies, 90s metal. I mean, that's not a bad rundown of what we could talk about today, huh? How about well done tofu? How about it, huh? I think the well done steaks thing is beaten pretty well to the ground, you know what I mean? It's beaten pretty well into the ground. I don't think we can really talk about well done steaks much more than we already have. Brock, welcome in, Yo-Yo. Can you use energy shield with charge bolt? Too many synergies? Question mark. Boy, actually I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look into. I'll have to look up the video I made about it. Like, because it's been at least a year since I played it. I kind of can't remember if it was max fighter or not. Because you know, you like theory craft these things one time a year ago, and then you don't play it again since then. So it's like hard to remember. I think maybe I was talking about this app in the last stream. I think after this run, I'm gonna pull up the sorceress. And I'm gonna see Exactly, because it's pretty. I do remember it's like super self-explanatory. Like, it's super obvious the way you would build it. I think it's max Vita because there's so many synergies. So, but I can't say for sure. Come on, boom! Ah, that's my initial guess from what I'm trying to remember. So, 90 was the greatest year in metal. Yeah, hard to say. I was, depending on the time of year, I was either 3 or 4. So Janlex says Mosaic. You want to see Mosaic as the starter, huh? You're gonna have to be waiting a long time for that. Grief roll today, because I found a Mal too, and I found a low the other day. You're saying? Probably not, but oh, Bit. That's Hoop Shoot, also known as Bit on YouTube here. Thank you so much for the Bezos subscription. Nothing I love more than getting Jeff Bezos' money. Oh, he's coming with a legendary Slayer ship over here too.
2 years and then some more.
Boom, boom, boom. Thank you so much for 25 months of also legendary Slayer ship. Ooh. Thank you so much. So apparently Charge Bolt has one synergy of lightning. So you just have to max out Charge Bolt, you max out lightning, and lightning mastery. And that's going to leave us with like 40, I forget how many points you get from all the skill quests. Like 48 extra points. So yeah, we could, and we're going to go one here, obviously. I think it's going to be max energy shield, charge bolt, sorceress. I think you can max both. Energy shield, charge bolt it is, I think. Max warmth, yeah, you could do that too. No. So you got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And then you need 101, 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, but that's going to be at level 99 though. That'll be 107 at 99. Well, I mean, if you can do Energy Shield Nova at lower levels, you can do Energy Shield Charge Bolt, because they're like the same build. It's exactly the same build, except for you just put the points into different skills. So, gonna be a shocking build, says Yak. Oh. Love it. Janlax said switching to Tesladin and a Nova Sorcerer soon. Both pretty good stuff if you can afford that Tesladin, yeah. Yeah. Telekinesis greater than energy shield. Oh, you're saying for the synergy. Oh, well, yeah. You would max both of them, is what I was saying. That's why I said 20, 20, 20, and then 20 and 20. Yeah, you max both of them, yep. That's why it was that was 100 right there between those 5 skills, and then the ones and the ones and the ones and the ones. Yeah, yep. Maybe I didn't. I probably didn't word it right. I probably missed something when I was talking, but yeah, that's what I meant to say. What areas do you run? Oh man, lightning builds. The reason they're so spectacular at the beginning of a ladder reset, you run the Countess to get those runes, you get keys. You can run Arcane Sanctuary, you get runes in from the ghosts, and you find stuff along the way and get keys. You can obviously do Eldritch and Shank, a few other things like that. That's kind of what you rock right off the bat, but that's a good way because you can get Crescent Moon. The last time I did Nova Sorceress, I found an rune on my 3rd Countess run, on ladder reset day. So that's kind of the great thing about it too. And it's not, I would say, I almost want to say it's like likely, but I know it's like not that likely, but almost every season in the first like 2 or 3 days, I find a high rune on the way down to the Countess. Almost every season. And then from the armor racks on the way down, if you pay attention slightly, you can usually hit 3, 4, 5 armor racks on the way down. And probably 50% of the time I honestly get a monarch off of the armor racks on the way down to the countess too. And then like the other half of the time, one of the monsters I kill on the way drops one. So from me, either there or the Arcane Sanctuary. Also, Charged Bolt is way better at killing bosses than Nova is. It doesn't really like seem like it or whatever, but you can like shotgun bosses with it. You just like telly stomp them, and you can hit them with 75% of all the charged bolts that come out, and there's like 20 of them. So the damage really adds up. Do I have a favorite color? Orange. This one. This one. Oh, I gotta get to the other side. This is confusing. I don't want to give anyone, gonna feel uncomfortable me being on the other side. Frenetic says early on, charge bolt super weak, huh? We'll find out. I'll definitely try it out before the season starts with budget gear. I'll go dual spirit, the standard dual spirit, like a lore or a 3 topaz helm or something, and see what happens. Because yeah, maybe I haven't done it with budget stuff. We'll check it out though. You never know till you try it, huh? I would say, Frenetic, maybe you've actually done a only budget gear charge bolt sorceress for ladder start. I have not. 3 to Dragonflight. Another Mosaic base. What's the best skills you guys want to get on a Mosaic base? I think Dragonflight's not. I don't remember. It's I always forget. I don't look into it at all. Hydrasorg for a playthrough. Yeah, it's kind of like a sit back and let it do its job type of situation, huh? Charge bolt with basic gear from Akara. So yeah, like buying like a random staff or like yeah. We'll find out. I'll do it one day for sure. Frenetic saying fireball in Act 1 of normal, so smooth. Yeah, I could see that ripping. Keep forgetting to take that stuff out there. I don't need that anyways, but Blades of Ice, but I think it's a waste. Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people say, and I'm not a Mosaic expert, say that the skills are essentially pointless, which I agree with. When you're doing enough damage already to kill players 2000 difficulty monsters, do you really need to deal like 5,000 more damage from like the skills or something? Like at that point, who cares? You're already doing 6.8 million damage, right? So like, who cares? Yeah, Hammerton is definitely godly, Chris, for sure. No doubt on that one. Not as insane on the damage front as Mosaic, but also it's way more expensive to be really good with a Hammerton. But even budget, it can definitely put out a lot of damage. Hashtag nerf Mosaic, says Grindy. Ooh. He signed the petition. Signing the petition. Holy Fire Paladin? Yeah, I guess early on, I never really rocked like the end game, like drag it in, people will call it or whatever. That's another one that's so expensive I never got around to doing it. Could look at it one day, but yeah, I just never really got around to it. El Rune, there we go. Oh yeah, Warfist, why do you say that? It says Mosaic will get nerfed sooner rather than later. Why do you say that? Yeah, I gotta take on that page here pretty soon. Get completely full of runes. In public games, it's the most annoying. Yeah, what I hate, because like I said, with a sorceress, you can get the runes to make Mosaic from like Hellforge, right? So there's all these runes. You can farm them up from the Countess all the time, like easy. I mean, two ists make a gull, I guess, but the gull is not that rare to get. So on like day 1 of ladder, there's all these Mosaic assassins everywhere. You're trying to run like chaos games where you're actually like getting up there and killing stuff, so you can actually kill something, an item drop, and you might actually be able to grab it. But there's like 4 Mosaic assassins in every public game, just flying around blasting the entire map, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't even, as a sorceress, I can't even teleport along as fast as they're moving, because I'm over here with like a leaf staff trying to keep up with a Mosaic assassin in Hell Chaos Sanctuary. Wacky. Drag it in feels better than Tesla it in 2 or 3 times if you can tolerate no Enigma, says Dustin. Interesting. Okay, yeah, those are 2 that I've never really played because they're so expensive. So expensive. Yeah, it's one of the ones just my own personal take. I never play on ladder long enough to get that much value, to get that many high runes together, and also on single player, it's hard to justify making such expensive rune words that are only used for 1 build, which I've started doing now, kind of more recently. Just started yellowing my runes to into builds that there's only 1 build to use it on, but. Donkey, yeah. Yep. YouTubers do anytime. Essentially, I would get paid from the people who have YouTube Premium anytime that an ad like would play, essentially. So yeah. And actually, the funny thing, Donkey, is a lot of people don't know this. YouTubers actually get more money from ad revenue, but it's actually from YouTube Premium revenue. They get more revenue from people who have YouTube Premium than people who watch ads. It's still a very small number per person, so don't think you're like, or not you in general, but like, oh, I'm gonna get YouTube Premium, so my favorite YouTuber can make all this money. It's still like 1/10 of a penny per person, so, or like per video watch or something ridiculous like that. But they just add up in the conglomerate or whatever, in the aggregate they add up. So yeah. What's an Infinity going for on ladder right now? Tuna Bear? Tuna B. No idea. I'm not a good, I haven't played ladder in like months here, so at this point, so yeah. Someone said they bought it for a jaw. Checks out. That checks out. What would you prefer to have, to choose one or the other, Hammerden or Novasaur to start next season? Oh, I would much rather start with Novasaur personally. Neither one's a bad choice. I think it's all personal preference, but my personal preference is Nova Sorceress. Like starting off with teleport without having to find a Jaw and a Burr rune or finding a way to trade for one. Just primo. Just primo. The thing with Nova Sorceress too, because you have teleport, and just to boost up your damage, boost up your damage, boost up your damage, you can like quite easily farm everything that you need yourself. Like you can find yourself a Viper Magi relatively easily. You can get an rune to do Crescent Moon. You can make Spirit. You know, all this stuff. You can find yourself a Shaco, or find something to trade for a Shaco, because they're not that hard to come by, you know what I mean? So, like to get Jaw and Burr to make Enigma and for Hammerden. I don't like playing Hammerden without teleport. So, what the heck is going on here? What is going on here? Thanks, G-Stacks. Whoever those people were, just block them. If you could. Any mods in here? Whoever just did that, just instantly block them. That's obnoxious. We don't need that kind of thing. Pickip saying traded 10 perfect gems for a Shaco today. Yeah, this late in season Shacos like have no value because they're so easy to, like, so many of them have been found. Early in the season though, much more of a problem. Yeah, sorry, a lot of the other comments up there I got distracted and I got blown out by those people. If it was something important you can, or a question you really wanted me to answer or try to see, you can feel free to put it in again. I won't whatever. So hidden from channel. Appreciate you, G-Stacks. Yeah, I don't know what's up with some people these days. So yeah, a bunch of Russian symbols or Cyrillic or something. Yeah, I don't know, but just individual letters too. Like what? They weren't even like bots. They were like people that were saying stuff earlier and asking questions. I don't know what they were doing. And there was more than one person, so I don't know. McCarthy's out for the year? I did not see that. I did see he had a meniscus issue, but they didn't say. McCarthy out for the year, says Jeezy. Wow. I know that doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but that's NFL news stuff, so. Wow, yeah. Jeez. Well, Sam Darnold to the moon. To the moon. I haven't been taking him anywhere in my fantasy drafts or anything, so. My best ball drafts that I've been doing, I've not taken him like anywhere. Other people would take him way ahead of where he would go normally, so. They fell asleep on the keyboard. Almost what it looked like. Almost what it looked like. Actually, kind of what it looked like is maybe I missed a comment or two of his. I've seen some stuff like that before where somebody would put in a comment, I read a couple of them, and then like I'm trying to keep up as fast as I can while also answering questions and also like just having a good time, and I'll miss a comment or two from somebody and they're like, oh, look at this SOB not reading my comments, and they just go bananas in the chat. I've seen that more than one time before. So the new Blade Sin update, I didn't hear about or see any Blade Sin update. Are you talking about the Act 3 in Merc enchanting ravens? That's a big update. Gibbs injury significant? Question mark. I have not heard anything definitive on the Gibbs injury, but Dan Campbell said he was optimistic that it was not serious, if that means anything, you know. A coach saying, or a coach saying he was optimistic. Coaches tend to lie a lot, so. Would I make more ad revenue if you kept opening and closing the stream? No. YouTube would catch you doing that. It wouldn't work out for me, so. I don't. Ooh, sometimes these names are really hard to pronounce. Jim is fine. Yeah, you've seen me. I was like, Jim. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. You see my brain glitching out there for a second. But yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Cody B, what is up? Yeah, yeah, we made bit of a mod, yeah. That other Cody B. So many Cody B's. So yeah, terrorize chaos. I guess I should probably do that, huh? Chaos is terrorize chaos at this level. I don't know how if that would be so much more of a higher difficulty level. It's only players 3, so it'll be fine though. Oop, didn't have whatchamacallit down. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Shmoobla said he has a coworker paranoid about robots replacing us. Well, in the literal, that's not, I would say I don't agree with that, but in the going to be doing a lot of the jobs we do right now, and then what are we going to do type of situation, that is guaranteed to happen. Rich people definitely want to replace workers with robots. Like, look at even content creators, and oh, he just got destroyed. Even YouTubers and Twitch streamers, there's whole Twitch streams of just AI talking. Some of them are even Twitch streams of like AI women that people don't know are not really women. Like, that's like really happening. Pretty soon there's going to be some hot chick here on Sweet Phil's stream just playing. It's going to be some AI. Jim says, playing since LOD, never played an assassin before. I don't very much. It's not one of my favorites, so, but yeah. Crash said all updates seem to be balancing PvP leagues. Could be. Could be. Not very sure. Yeah, I don't know much about that stuff, so. Salesman said from my last video, I just put it out last night, make sure you guys check it out, but yeah, the official Holy Grail Society of the World picture, that was one of those ones I was cracking up. So yeah, I was cracking up when I was doing it. I was trying to decide who to put in the picture and stuff too. That was kind of, I was this close to putting my head on Katy Perry. But then I decided I stuck Mishka in there. I know she plays a lot of D4 now, but I'm sure she still plays D2. I didn't want to put some other male content creator because I didn't want someone to think like, oh, look at him, be like that's a shot or something, you know what I mean? So I was gonna put myself on Katy Perry because it was American Idol? Yeah, it was American Idol. But I stuck our heads on it, yeah. Yeah, I was cracking up when I was doing that. Oh, that's funny. That video took way too long. I kept messing up. I put the audio track on it for the backing track. It's just the Tristram music, and then I forgot to chop it at the end. So I'm like, why is the video like 20 minutes long? And I'm like, oh no, it's just 10 minutes of black screen with the Tristram music. And then this was wrong, and then that was wrong, and then it was, oh gosh, such a disaster. Anytime I try going too quick, that's what ends up happening. Smolp says, enchant ravens were OP for PvP. I can't tell if you're joking or not, because I just don't know. I would assume that's a joke, but I'm not sure. Rip the Brunsky. Yeah, he doesn't really stream and make videos anymore, so yeah, unfortunate, but his memory lives on in infamy. Ever tried a hardcore grail? No, I would never. Well, I would never say never, I guess. $20 is $20, right? But I would never do a hardcore Holy Grail. Wait, why are these not? What happened here? Oh. What? Why was he not there and then he was there? I'm confused. Oh well. Favorite song by Bloodhound Gang? I mean, I know at least one Bloodhound Gang song, so I know the one Bloodhound Gang song that everybody knows. So did Dabrowski just decide to do something else? What I do know is just what he said publicly. He got a new job, and he had a good job. He got a new job and a promotion, and I think makes a lot more money. And he also moved from Canada. As part of this job, he moved from Canada to South Korea. Whether, I don't know if that was like kind of a deciding factor there, but I do also know he said he was kind of wore out from playing D2 for so many years. So I don't know what exactly, but those were all things that he had said publicly. So yeah, he wasn't, I don't believe he was like me. Like, I worked in a factory making like no money. Not really no money. I made okay money. Ended up working in a factory with no benefits and this and that. He worked in Canada. So Canada, you're guaranteed healthcare and all this stuff that you don't have to worry about in the United States. And and he already, you know, like I said, he was like, he ended up getting a promotion to be supervisor at one point, I know, of like the whole plant, like plant manager or something, plant supervisor, something like that. So yeah, that's just stuff I remember him saying like on stream, because I used to watch him all the time too, like all the time when I was at work. Appreciate you, Wicked. Yeah, do got a shout out. You see the icon over there, the PC Bros. If you are in the market for a pre-built PC, or if you're just PC curious, check the link in the description on YouTube or !sponsor and just check out what they got. They got PCs ranging from like $200, like ones that are built with like used parts, super cheap, all the way up to the most endest of game, the most god tier PCs you can think of. Oh yeah, use code Sweetville, by the way. You get a little discount on your PC. Gloomy says I got way good videos, essentially. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, where are we gonna put these points, huh? How about vitality? And max. What was I doing with all this stuff? Nothing? I just didn't get around to putting points anywhere else. Okay. I guess we're gonna go burst of speed. Get 1% more attack speed, I guess. Sure. I never use fade, so that's worthless. Jeezy's got several favorite Bloodhound Gang songs, huh? Nice. Oh, Christopher coming in with €5, I believe. Thank you so much. $5.99. Austria almost got me. I almost said Australia. But thank you. Yeah, why would euros be from Australia? Thank you so much, Christopher Huffer. What a legend. Yeah, Dabrowski, fellow Slayer. Good call on that one. He's also a member of the International Holy Grail Society. So, as you guys witnessed from the video yesterday, a totally legit, undoctored photo of all of us together from the International Holy Grail Society, and everybody knows it, that it's true picture too. Everyone knows it. It is known. Start blowing up. Come on. Thank you. All right.
Christoph Hofer donated €5.99 through Super Chat. Greetings from Austria, Austria. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Means a lot.
It's that time of year again. Fly, eagles, fly. Eagle.
Fly, Eagles, get out of here. You mean roar. Forward down the field. This is the team that will not yield. Go Lions. That's what you mean. But thank you for the 26 months, Cody B. You slayer. Appreciate you. Couple Canadian healthcare comments up there. Yeah, I don't think I said. I don't know. Maybe you were responding to other people. I don't think I said it was free. I think it was. I think I said they don't have to worry about it, or it was taken care of. I think that was the way I worded it. But yes, I know you pay for it in taxes, right? Pay for it with taxes. Best jersey in the NFL. Talking about the Lions, Biff. Why'd you put that picture of an eagle there? I don't get it. Why would your mascot, why would your team colors be green? Eagles aren't green. Makes no sense. Don't ask me about the Lions. All lions are blue, and it is known. What is going on around here? It is known. 240 hertz is worlds away from 30, says Gloomy. Yes, very true on that one. Yeah, even, and the thing is too, even 60 hertz, if you play 60 hertz, you're like, wow, this is like as smooth as it can get, right? And then if you play 144 for a while, like for like 6 months, and then switch back to 60 hertz, you're like, oh, my eyes, this is terrible. It's crazy. Hey, C Killa, welcome in. Missed the notification, no big deal. You haven't missed too much, just a few godly drops. Come on, why is this not bringing back any life? Why is my redemption not bringing back any life? That's odd. Isn't that kind of weird? That the redemption was bringing up all my mana, but it wasn't doing anything for my life. I find that strange. Well, it was like, whoa, whoa. That time it looked like it worked. Maybe there was just so few corpses it wasn't doing enough. I guess that's what it is. Oops. Another sad season for Bronco fans? Could be. Sorry, sorry that's your team, I guess. Clearing chaos slowly at 8 or P1 twice as fast? So twice as fast, huh? 34, 70, 60, 70. If it's actually twice as fast, or if it's 2x different, you could do P8, but are you sure it's actually 2 times? Because usually when you go from players 1 to players 8 is 4 times the monster health. So to kill the monsters on players 1 at 1 speed, and then kill monsters that are 4 times stronger at twice the speed is, you know, usually that's not the ratio of what it would be. Usually it would be like 3 times, because you got to factor in movement speed, which is a part of the equation for efficiency. But yeah. If it's anything over 2, if it's like 2.5 times as long for players 8, you might as well just do players 1. If my math is correct in my head. How about them Browns? We'll have to see how Watson does, huh? Since he's been so like hurt here, hurt there. You know, massage parlor here, massage parlor there. You know, it's hard to say what's going to go on with that team, huh? Hard to say. Yeah, Jim, hopefully we can get a good year like last year, you're right. Super Bowl or bust this year, I'll tell you what. Super Bowl or bust. Skika saying the trade for Watson from the Browns is exactly what the Browns organization deserves. That was such a Browns trade, wasn't it? Didn't they give up like 5 first-round picks or something ridiculous like that for him? Something just ridiculous. Well done cheesesteak sandwiches. So they're green because they're sick. Nice. Dane saying new to D2R. Trying to beat hell. Videos have helped him out. Glad they helped you out. Glad they helped you out. Yeah, I try to make videos back and forth that'll help, you know, end game stuff that'll help on newer people. So glad some of those videos did help you out. I will be honest, the end game, oh my god, this build's so crazy, it's god tier, it melts the game better than Hammerton. Those videos perform really, really good, but they're really much less useful to people. So I'm glad that some of those videos that, even though I know they're going to perform worse, they really helped out some people. So appreciate it. Glad they helped you out too. Yeah. Dustin says budget Tesladin full grizz with lightning facets. Well, coming by that many lightning facets, probably trade value wise, you're right, but man, the average person getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lightning facets. I don't know what comes on the full grizz too that would help out that build necessarily, besides like all the pally gear, which is going to be good because it's pally gear, but you know, the full set bonus is what I'm saying. Grindy saying, excuse me, the Bills are going to be doo-doo. I don't know. It's hard to say with, I mean, you got Josh Allen. I guess he never like quite gets there. He's like the Jim Kelly of the Buffalo Bills, right? Wait a second. He's like good, but he can never quite go all the way, huh? I got to applaud myself on that one. That was a good one. But yeah, I mean, boy, I think he's led the league in fantasy points, or he's been top 5 in fantasy points the last 5 years in a row or something. Great for fantasy. We got to see how Keon Coleman's going to pan out, huh? That's Keon Coleman and Dalton Kincaid. See if they carry the team. Over under for the Lions 10.5. I did see that. I think it's going to be over. Because I think we might split with the Packers. I don't know all their out of league whatchamacallits games. Like, I don't know if we play the Bills in Kansas City. I don't remember who all we play this year. But out of division games, there you go. We're gonna absolutely destroy the Vikings, no doubt. I think we're going to absolutely destroy the Bears. I don't believe in this rookie quarterback and 78-year-old DJ or Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, and DeAndre Swift is a joke, obviously. Duh. And I think we're going to split with the pack, so. Trash said that's one of the reasons he gave up on the Bills for the Lions. Very good reference. Yeah. I was proud of that one. Just switched from Xbox to PC. Very disappointed my single players didn't transfer over. Ooh, I actually... GDP, you could take advantage of a video I just made. Now, the video I made is actually about transferring your characters from online, online anything to single player for PC, but you could do the exact same thing for transferring a single player console character or online console to single player PC. So look, go back like 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, and it's something like bring your online characters to single player, and yeah. That'll show you exactly how you can do it. Now, you don't literally do it, but what you can do is make exact copies of your character. You can make like literal exact copies of your character. You can make exact copies of each and every item. If you found this item right here and you wanted to bring this, you could bring this character over right here. You could copy it exactly if you wanted to. Any item in the game. You could make an anti-perfect Griffins if that's what you had found and what you had, if you want to be exactly the same. Yeah. That actually worked out good. Missed some unique boots. Oh, those were just goblin toes, if I'm remembering correctly. Not bad for melee characters, whatever, but they drop. I probably find at least one of them every day, so. Grindy talking about some NFL up here. Josh Allen tries too much. Hard to say, because it's hard to say if he tries too much or if he tries so much and it still isn't enough. You know what I mean? Like, what if he tried less? Would that be better? I mean, I don't know for sure. Sometimes less is more. I'm not saying for sure it is or isn't. But in my mind, also not saying you're wrong either, but in my mind, the way my take on it, my opinion is that I'm just not sure. Like, has he just always not had the right coaching and the right this or that? What they need to do this year, they better not be dummies, and they better give the ball to James Cook 80% of the time when they run the ball. None of this stuff whenever they get inside the 25-yard line, like inside the 20s, like in the middle of the field, they give James Cook the ball. He busts off a 47-yard run, get him out of the game. Ball's on the 3-yard line, hand it off, hand it off, hand it off, stuff. Old Dusty Leonard Fournette and Latavius Murray and who else other, you know, just get stuffed at the line, right? And then they don't get in, and they got to kick a field goal, or they turn it over on downs, or eventually Josh Allen has to sneak it in. So what, he's a little guy. He's quick. He can dip dodge, duck, dip, and dive, and get into the end zone, right? That's what I say. Sasquatch, welcome in. Saffron, hello. Welcome in. Cheeseheads are going to tame the Lions, says Cody. Oh my gosh. Listen to this guy. Yeah, if any of their wide receivers can stay healthy. Plus, they have like one of the most inefficient running backs now in the league with Josh Jacobs. So they're going to be handing it off. Josh Jacobs for 1.2 yards. A.J. Dillon on the next play for 0.8 yards. Like, play after play. They're going to throw it to Christian Watson. Oh, his hamstring exploded again. I'm half trash talking here. I think they're going to be pretty good. But I think the Lions are going to be pretty good too, so. Should you punt the ball on 4th down? Never. I think the Lions this year are just they're just not gonna even have a punter on the team. They're just not even gonna carry one. They're not even gonna pretend like they're gonna punt. It's just gonna be all go for it. No kicker, no punter. Kicker only for kickoffs, and that's it. At least we can all agree the Bears, right, Josh? Get him. Grindy saying Josh Allen would win a Super Bowl if he got traded to another team. Maybe. Hard to say for sure, but I don't think he's bad. Jacob led the league in rushing 2 years ago. Yeah, with like 7,000 carries. Rushing for like 3.2 yards a carry, but he got 1,000 trillion of them. Same reason that Zamir White in the games when he got like 25 yards last year, he would get a bunch of yards. Like, he's not the most god tier running back in the league either, but when you get a ton of carries, which the Raiders are going to do. Yeah. Cold Boa, nightmare spots where I can farm. So nightmare spots where you can farm with Cold Boa? I mean, in Nightmare, you can farm just about anywhere. Eldritch and Shank, because there aren't all the immunes everywhere. I think Eldritch and Shank aren't immune to cold at that point. I mean, you could even, if you could get through to Hell, I mean, you could hit Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tombs. So. Yagnog saying the league isn't ready for Lamar Jackson and 33-year-old King Henry. Maybe. It's hard to say when running backs are that old. Because it's such a, when you look at the numbers, it's so like, he's not really 33. I forget. Easy 30. I forget. 32, 31, 32. I don't remember. But there's a huge plunge. But he's been different. He's always been different. So hard to say. Lions used to do the same thing with Barry when they got close to the, I don't remember what I was even doing right now. Oh yeah. When they got close to the goal line. I don't remember it as much. Maybe because Barry Sanders got into the end zone so often when he was from really far away. Yeah, the thing with James Cook, I think he had 2 goal line carries all season. Literally think the number was 2. That's not even like an exaggerated number or anything. I'm pretty positive it was 2. For your starting running back. And you have a 30, I think Latavius Murray last season was 32 or 33. Dusty old Latavius Murray, and then Leonard Fournette, who had been cut by 2 other teams already that season. Like, what are they even doing here? Like, I never understood that. It wasn't like they had some guy who was like, oh, this guy's going to be a god tier goal line back, right? I don't know. Not even a place kicker for kickoffs. Just throw the ball from kickoff. There you go. That's how you do it. Oh, yes. Ogre Mall. Just what I was looking for. Ooh. Jeweler's Ogre Mall. I mean, could you get a cruel Jeweler's Ogre Mall? No, I don't think you can. They're the same. I think they're on the same thing. So, oh, walk run with 33 to attack rating. That's an interesting one, right? 33 attack rating with the faster walk run. Frenzy Barb right there. Need that? Be sprinting around like a Roadrunner. I don't know. That's about the only place you'd really use that, though, huh? I couldn't think of it. What other build? Maybe a Zealer? Maybe? I don't know. Start Singer Barb Hork for runes. Yeah, we all love horking it around here, that's for sure. Saw someone streaming D2 yesterday as a randomizer. What do you mean, like, it's a randomizer? I'm not sure what that means in regards to D2 farming. Like, your gear is random. I'm not sure what that really means. A quick, like, 10-word description of what that means, Grindy. I think I've heard of, like, D2 randomizers, but I don't know what it means, really, now that I think about it. The drop pools are all random. Oh, so it's like any monster you kill could drop anything, and it's all completely random. It's not really based on treasure class and area level and monster level and stuff. I guess that could be cool. You could farm anywhere you wanted to then. I guess so. Oh, you get monsters everywhere even. Pit lords in Act 1 and stuff. Interesting. So the entire game is just like the exact same area that has all the different monsters. I mean, it's interesting, I guess. Nothing I really would care to do, but interesting. Interesting. All souls, yeah. Wouldn't that suck if you just kept getting souls over and over again? Oh boy, just souls and dolls everywhere. Like, imagine getting the role where all you get souls, you get dolls, and then you get gloams, and then you get... Could you get the same, like a different version of the exact same monster, like souls and gloams? How they're kind of like the same thing, but different? That would stink. Harpies? Yeah, harpies. Every pack is cursed fanaticized archers. Real rough. Cow level, but all the cows are replaced with Andaro. Be interesting. Yeah, be interesting. 3 burrs, but no infinity base yet. Oh my god, that's pretty wacky there, Ups. That's crazy. I've heard lots of stories though of people that they haven't gotten their hands on an infinity base. And actually, I think I was that same way, where I just spam farmed LK. And it can happen a lot because of LK like that, where you get the runes to do infinity, and then you're like, okay, now I need to find an ethereal elite base. Usually you can get one, as long as you're not too picky with the base. And I would suggest not being too picky with the base, really. Like, I'd use anything that's an elite ethereal poleaxe, or you can use a man catcher now, because you can make them in spears. With the attack speed, people say it's a really good base. So yeah, I would do it in a cryptic axe, I would do it in a thresher, I would do it in a great poleaxe. So any drops? Just got back. Probably that Malrune was like all I really got today so far. Pretty soon though. Terrorize Diablo Grand Charm. You know it. Oh. Winged Harpoon. These are Gargoyle Bite. Yeah. Yeah. Godly Plague Javelin Charges. Good old, is this something? Coif Helm or something? Coif of Glory. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but it looks like Coif? Coif? I don't know. Guess I never looked into how to pronounce that one. And also, it's a word I hardly ever use in normal conversation. Rarely. Jim saying he hates wasting the... Yeah, early on in ladder, I pretty much use all of my perfect amethysts trying to get 4-socketed polearms, to be honest. And I'm just trying to get an insight with like an elite base, and I'm just like slamming... I think isn't it a Ral, and an amethyst to get sockets in a polearm? Or in any weapon, I mean? Boy, that's costly, but I end up doing it. you know. Holy smokes, I am like so thirsty today. It's pronounced. I don't know if I should even say that out loud there, Hessian. Ooh, teleport orm is nice. Well done, medium rare steak. Covering all the bases there, Sloth, huh? 6-socketed ethereal archon staff. I would hang on to it. So that could be a Breath of the Dying base. And from my testing, that's my favorite base, an ethereal Breath of the Dying archon staff. That's my favorite base for Fury Druid. I don't know about trade value being worth a lot there, but yeah. Also, if it has really good skills on it, which I'm guessing it's probably blank, because you didn't mention any skills. It's probably got nothing great on it. But it could be the rune word Obsession. It could be a good base for that if it has the right skills. If it has no skills on it, then I would never do Obsession in it. Okay, guy. Jeez. No joke. Okay, I thought you were trolling me there. 2 Blizzard, hard to price it out. War staffs. Yeah, very hard to, if it's not like perfect, it's hard for me to even say if you could find someone who would trade for it, to be honest. Not that I'm saying you couldn't, I just don't know. Donkey saying the Stygian Pike good because you can Larzik it for 4 sockets. Yes, I didn't know that. I never really thought about that one. I know a lot of people do CV. I don't know what the requirements are on that pike, so maybe it could be a better option, especially for like a first. Well, because you can't make insight in a spear. So I don't know, Infinity being so expensive, I don't know that I would, I don't know. Because the base really doesn't matter too much for Infinity. That's going on your mercenary, I should say. Doesn't matter as much, in my opinion. 2 Nova, good for an Obsession on single player. Boy, on single player, it's so hard to say because who knows if you're ever going to find better. I would contemplate it. That's one that I would probably keep and be like, ooh, I don't know, when am I ever going to find better? And then I would just never make the Obsession. So I guess I would say, no, you want to get better, but hard to argue with somebody who just says, no, I want to make Obsession and this is what I'm using, you know? Because honestly, the Zod rune is probably more common than the base, to be perfectly honest. So, I'm Ron Burgundy. Nice to meet you, Ron. I don't remember what I said like that, so. Oh, that Stygian Pike has a 158 strength requirement? Did not know that. Did not know that. Storm and Chain Lightning. Yeah, that's definitely not a Thunderstorm Chain Lightning. Not an Obsession base, I would say to use. I would definitely not consider that one. Fake Low Rune. Ricardo said doesn't miss any of the videos, even if it takes some days to catch up. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching all the vids, man. Legends like you that watch all the vids and stuff. Y'all are the ones that make it possible for me to keep doing this. Especially y'all that hit the like button. Like button destroyers are the ones that really... True legends. Appreciate you. Saffron, when you say lightning, are you talking about the lightning skill, or are you talking any of the lightning skills? You can't beat Self-Willed Infinity. Yeah, I would say probably... What do I think before you answer it? Yeah, probably with the Self-Willed Infinity. Hard to beat. Would be nice getting all that FCR though. If you only get more minus lightning res from other pieces of gear, but I don't think they're really, unless I'm really slipping my mind here, there's not really any, there's no gloves with minus res, there's no like belt with minus lightning res on it, or you're already using griffins obviously, so yeah. Yeah. Ooh, man, tough hit there. No, 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 no. Saffron saying even perfect base, only +7 on skills. Yeah, the minus res is pretty sick, so. Found an elite sword base for Breath of Dying and Death. So Breath of the Dying and Death, huh? I think that's a good combo for Frenzy Barb. Grief is probably better though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know for sure, but I know Breath of the Dying and Death combo for Frenzy Barb has been, I've heard, discussed. Swish, so that's really good. I don't know, I don't remember how comparable with Grief. I believe I've looked at them before, and maybe even for a video, but it was like a year or two ago now, and you know, when stuff's like years ago, it's hard for me to remember something I did one day 2 years ago, you know. So Mark, yo, welcome in. Streamer, don't die. What's going on, Tax Cut? No promises on that one, especially when the Act 2 song is rocking, especially then. Grief better than Breath of the Dying. Saffron, we don't need your negativity around here. We gotta compare them first. You're talking like Grief is better than all the other melee weapons. We gotta see. We gotta test it. Yeah, I mean, I know it is kind of, sort of, but either way. Breath of the Dying with the Death combo is a good combo, right? Mark got some Titans, I guess, if that's what you're looking for. Congrats on that. Give me just a quick second. Chill out to the mellow sounds of Act 2 metal here for a second. Okay. Do forgive me. Just had to take a quick little bump, you know what I mean? Because of allergies this time of year. We'll hit allergy medication. Breath of the Dying for style points. Yeah, no doubt on that one. The boring Grief like everybody else. Jeez. Right? Breath of the Dying Zerkerax with a with a Death Zerker. There you go. Quote unquote allergies. Yeah, I got this medication. You know, I get it from Skinny Pete around the corner. It's like this white powder. It really helps out. I don't know where he gets this. He gets like this great allergy medication from like Kazakhstan or something. Upgrade them Titans, says Bolgi. Well, really, I kind of recommend to people not to upgrade them because it'll push your requirements, especially for the dexterity, super high. And if your Lightning Fury Java's on, the physical damage is not a matter. So that's my recommendation. Don't go too far, Phil. What do you mean? Don't take too much medication, you mean? Switch says you have grief, you just feel weird having all the ingredients to make the other things. I mean, you could do grief death. I think I'd have to think again about it, really, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. I think grief death is a good combo. Trying to think about any reason that wouldn't work with the, because death has a lot of deadly strike. I think it's got crushing blow on it too, maybe. Trying to remember everything. It's been a while since I did that. Oh yeah, I forgot to throw these and they do a bunch of damage. Bro, I could have... Oh, Gilded Shield. Wait, is it? Oh, it's not. I can see it right here not being ethereal for me. Unfortunate. But 179, pretty mid-roll. But yeah, Herald of Zakarum. Love it. Good for them paladins, fellas. Get my stream flagged? That'd be awkward. Community guideline strike? I mean, you're not wrong. Ethereal for Act 3 Mercenary. Exactly. No, Zod that sucker up. Upgrade it, and then Zod it. Be huge. Didn't get flagged yet. Didn't get flagged yet. Cody B said, never found one of them. Never found one of them. They are kind of rarer than sometimes they're led on to believe. You definitely find like more Shakos than you do, because it's a class specific item. I feel like class specific items, I think I had heard this before too, that items of the same like quality level, if they're class specific, you have a way lower chance of finding them. I think I had heard that. Did you find Tyrell's Might, John P, up a minute ago here? No, not yet. Not yet today. Because I'm definitely gonna find it today. Like, there's almost no doubt in my mind. None. Undefeated, never lost. Orkin and taking allergy meds. Nothing here is inappropriate. Oh, wicked. Someone shouted that out earlier. I did not initially hear it, but I knew he had some meniscus injury, which is never good. But it was whether he fully tore it or whether he needed a cleanup procedure, and he must have fully tore it, I guess. Or it was bad enough that he needs a full repair or something. I don't know, but someone else had shouted that out. Yeah. Real rough. Poor guy. Doesn't even play yet. Plays like, I don't even know what he really played, but plays like 5 plays in the preseason, gets hurt instantly. Well, I guess it's the Sam Darnold show, huh? Oz is pretty rare, says Michael. Yeah, it definitely is a little bit. Jim says there was a unique sacred armor in the last game on the ground. You missed it. Not falling for that one. Boy, imagine if that did happen. That'd be real rough. I may quit Diablo 2 forever if I did that. Could you imagine living with never knowing if that was Tyrell's Might or not? You just would have to live with never knowing if that was the end of the Holy Grail. Typical mini luck. I mean, I don't think they really had that crazy bad luck. Not good, not great. I know, like, Jefferson get hurt, last year and whatnot, but I don't know, Minnesota bad luck. I mean, they're not like the Lions, how every season for like a decade straight. They wrote new rules to because ridiculous things would happen in the Lions that people are like, that's insane. We have to make a rule about that. And every year they get knocked out of the playoffs or something because of the process of the catch rule, or the Seattle batting the ball out of the back of the end zone rule, or that game against Dallas in the playoffs where they came out after it and they're like, yeah, that final drive there was 3 plays that gave Dallas first downs that were all wrong, and we're like, thanks, because the game's over and we lost now because of all these blown calls. They were obviously in the bag for Dallas. Like, there's no question about it. Like, there's no other explanation. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like that for the happened to the Lions over and over and over. Man, I completely forgot about these fire bombs, bro. Oh, Bone Visage. Oh man, it's not ethereal either, bro. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I thought that was Andaro's Visage, because it had Visage in it. It's not even close. It's a giant skull. We'll just edit that out of the video. That's another one. We'll just edit that right out. That I thought that. Just Cody knows this up. That's rude. Ooh, 130s. Let's go. Is that a good roll? I have no idea. Maybe we'll... I mean, Giant Skull. Do I ever use that? Will I ever use it? Probably not. Koku Shakaku Hype. Koku Shikakanaku Bow. Have I found 320 gloves? No, I don't ID gloves. Regular blue gloves. I don't shop them. I don't gamble them. So I still haven't found 220 Java gloves yet. I keep identifying the rare ones. Hopefully I get something with like 220 for Java with like lightning and fire res and like magic find on it or something, and I don't know, maybe light radius, something godly like that, but haven't found those yet either. Rip. Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's not that crazy of a bow. That bow drops all the time, huh? Oh, they can have 2 sockets on the whatchamacallit. I guess I forgot that. So I guess I forgot that. Boy, when I'm talking sometimes I'm just totally in autopilot. I don't even remember what I did with it. Did I put it in my stash or did I throw it on the ground? I honestly don't remember. Whatever I was talking about, I can't it was super cool, whatever I was talking about. So Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix and John Wick. Oh, I did realize that. Yeah, I haven't seen all the John Wicks yet, but we watched randomly. We're like, you know what? Daughter's not here. We got all this time. Like, why don't we sit down and actually watch one of these movies that we can't watch when our, little child is here? Heard John Wick was great. We watched the first couple. I think we watched the first 2 of them. We watched one night and one the next night. So pretty good stuff. Yeah, and Fishburne's in both of them. Yeah, kind of interesting. Oh, he's immune to fire. Okay. One of these movies? Yeah, one of these movies that we can't watch when our 7-year-old's here. John Wick would not be one that we would. It'd be more like, hey, we're gonna watch the Emoji Movie, or yeah, Minions: The Rise of Gru. Let's go. You guys know how it is. You guys know how it is. Another Sunday. Also no good. 40-15, obviously. Oh, almost. Ooh. Little yellow on the teleport, no big deal. Oh. They're all immune to lightning. Machine said he watches that on his own. Yeah, I mean, each their own. Boy, especially for Diablo or for AKA the bosses. Oh, Grimo, throwing those fire bombs way faster. I can't believe I completely slipped my mind that I had those maxed out, ready to rock. Despicable Me 4 was pretty good. Yeah, we didn't see that one. Didn't see that one. We went and seen, is it called Inside Out 2? I think. The one where you're like inside the girl's head and you see your emotions or whatever. Seen that one the other day. G-Stacks talking about the kids and watching kids movies. Says definitely does not know how it is. Well, some people know how it is. G-Stacks is still free to do whatever he wants to all the time. He can watch John Wick anytime. Kids steal all your loot. I mean, that's one way to put it. Yeah. Yeah, kids are definitely quite the debuff. Encanto? Oh, there you go, yeah. She used to watch that one all the time. She kind of like, I don't know. My daughter has this thing where she has no problem watching like 7 straight hours of a show that's episodes are 20 minutes long. But if you ever suggested watching a movie that's like an hour and a half long nowadays, she's like, oh, they're so long. Oh. I'm like, you sat there and watched Ryan's toy review for 6 straight hours the other day. So you watched some lady play with slime for 5 straight hours. Some middle-aged lady playing with slime going like, oh my gosh, we're gonna put marbles in the slime. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. You can watch that for 6 hours, but watching a movie with a plot and a storyline, too much for you. Kids these days, right? The ADHD commercial breaks? Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. Three gulls and 15 cow runs. There you go. Making bank for the mosaic assassins, huh? Don't know what's wrong with the plumbing the guy came to fix. I don't remember. Huh. I forget which movie I was talking about when you said that. G-Stack says he doesn't need to get Iron Maiden from kids on top of his own debuff already. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I suppose. You ain't got no debuff, G-Stacks. Your only debuff is you need more confidence, maybe. Yeah, I don't get the reference, MMC. I don't get it. Chaos Sanctuary over. We'll finish clearing it up here. We'll finish clearing it up. Oh, you have your own debuff. Yeah, no, I do remember you were in the emergency room. It kind of slipped my mind here for a second though. But yeah, now I got you. Okay. I just didn't think about it. I was thinking too fast. New Borderland movie was good. I seen just a commercial for it or something. Sounds interesting. I never played Borderlands, so I was surprised. Isn't Sigourney Weaver in it? I thought that was, I didn't, you know, kind of shocking, but a big name or whatever. But disused Fane hype, yeah. We're definitely gonna go get that one. Oh, if I had the waypoint, I would, but I don't. So guess I can't do it. Black Sabbath Coffee and D2R. Patrico. Having a legendary time over there. A legendary time. %9 critic score. Interesting. Yeah, I never played any of the games. I get recommended the games quite a bit, so. Balrune. What, 220 Javas? Ah, bro! Can't you just give me 10 more increased attack speed on there, and then I'll be like, cool. Cool beans, bro. But no. Don't put laughy emojis at me, fellas. Don't do that. Don't do none of that. I'm just kidding. I'm not even upset about it. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. They're pretty good, though. I mean, they really just had the 10 2 to Java with 20. I mean, they had, what, half freeze duration or something on it? I forget what it had there, but... Got him. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Didn't even have a light radius, so, I mean, what would I even do with them? Like, honestly. Not that it's crazy or anything, but I was looking for a base for wisdom. So if I ever want to slap a wisdom on a throw barb. With mods like that, you might as well just go 320s. Yeah, a lot of people say 320s they prefer anyways for the damage, and the other stuff you get on 220 Javas are usually not great anyways, so yeah. If I planned on doing, or I needed to or whatever, Lightning Fury Javas on anytime soon, I would just go shop some, to be honest, or try to shop some, I guess, but depends what the mods are. Yeah, those ones are all doo-doo, but... Right, Biv? Yeah. Disciples brambled mitt. Is that Bogey? Are you talking laying of hands? Is that the disciple set brambled mitt, right? I mean, that's what I would use, like, short of. I mean, if you just need the 20 increase, you got the fire res, make up for what's not on the spirit, things like that. Definitely a good option before you get, like, the best possible gear. But the damage to demons, like, wouldn't apply over that's on it to the lightning damage, so it doesn't really do a lot for you there. But IS fire res isn't a bad choice. Can't see the terror zones offline, huh? There actually is. Go into gameplay it in the settings. I kind of forgot this was even here. Where is it? Where is it? There's a thing in here. Show terror zones. Display the active terror zone. Make sure you have that checked. I honestly did, like, it was just always checked, and I didn't even know that there was a checkbox for it, to be perfectly honest. So, Dane talking about the Borderlands movie. You say it's really bad? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, honestly, I'll probably never see it either way, even if it wasn't, but since I'm not into the franchise, and how often do I see movies, really, right? So. But yeah, it's either that or you haven't beat Hell difficulty yet. That's about the only two things I could guess is what it was, what it would be. Havoc, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. The demon damage for jabbing bosses. Yeah, I mean, it's like something. I guess also whenever I do play Javazan, I don't use it as an all-around character. Pretty much Javazan I kind of exclusively use for like cows. Because anything else I was doing, I would always rather have some other build to do it. Usually. Ogre acts of evisceration. We need cruel on there. We need some cruel. 3 o'clock here. Glimmerish resubbed 7 months now of tier 1 sub over on Twitch. You Slayer. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with a Twitch sub. How do you kill bosses with lightning Javazan? Well, you either use jab or charge strike is usually what I would use, because charge strike works like a charged bolt sorceress. You stab them and then it like shotguns them with like 20 casts of like lightning things essentially. So charge strike is what I would recommend. And I don't think Saffron, I think you would know this. Charge strike, does it transfer everything over to only casting the charge, the lightning charges out? Is there any physical damage that comes over from the initial hit? I'm just wondering if you charge strike something, if like crushing blow would work, and then it would hit them with the lightning damage as well. Oh, Dave coming in with a Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. Hype train on Twitch. Let's go. Appreciate you, Dave. Keep that hype train going. You think there is? Okay, gotcha. That will be. I wasn't sure, to be perfectly honest. I couldn't remember. I'd have to Google it. That is something I plan on doing a video for here pretty soon, actually. So can't divulge the contents or title because in the past I've had problems with people. I'll talk about something on stream and then like a week later someone else makes the video of what I was just talking about. So, and then all of a sudden I make the video that I was talking about the entire time, and then I get accused of copying people. So any luck so far? Trying a little bit here and there. A couple things. Malrune, Ahaz. That's about it. Tried Drax as Bulgy. I mean, the laying of hands are probably one of the best bet unless you got something like a perfectly rolled or a really good 220 Javas. To be honest, you probably won't know that much of a difference, to be honest. A couple of skills. It depends what you're doing as well. But especially cows. Like, Lightning Fury Javazon wrecks cows so much. It's almost one of those circumstances where, like, well, one hit does double the amount of damage that cows have for life, or you can do 3 times as much damage as cows have for life. Either way, you're killing them in one hit. You know what I mean? Could be one of those situations, yeah. Gotta hop off to make new Javazon videos, says Saffron. Oh no! I did it again. Mystic Chaos, welcome in. You max Lightning Fury now, and you're struggling with bosses. Yeah. I'll glance at my Amazon real quick, because Amazon's it's really pretty easy to build up Lightning Fury Javazon. Now, obviously, if you don't have a Thunder Charm or Infinity, lightning immunes are going to be tough. / impossible. You have to jab him to death, but oh, Jim coming in with 167 bits. He must have had some left over. He's like, here you go. Appreciate you. MC Hammer dancing. You seen it here first, fellas. So yeah, Lightning Fury Javazon. The first ones I would max out. Why did I respec this apparently? And the first thing I would max out, I would come down Lightning Fury, and then Charge Strike would be the next thing I maxed out. Because Charge Strike is nasty. And then from there on, it doesn't really matter. Whatever of the lightning things you want to use. I mean, why would you ever use Lightning Bolt, right? So I guess you can max Power Strike for the next one. But obviously, you're going to want to have Pierce down here. I think now they fixed these, so the 1 point, I use these as 1 point wonders now. I don't use that. Bow, you don't use anything, so it's going to look like this, pretty much. And then I got some extra skills because I'm high enough level. What you do with those is kind of up to you, I guess. If you wanted a Valk, if you want to get, you know, whatever you want to do. Jab. In case you get some lightning immune or something. Sure. So, okay. Gotcha. Was just chatting up with Galback real quick. Super important. Saffron saying he goes to the 1 point wonders down the passive. The very, very, very last thing he does. So, yeah, I guess I never thought about when to do it. So, to be perfectly honest. I don't think I've had that Amazon longer than before they made those changes, so I've never had to do a playthrough with an Amazon and make those decisions, to be perfectly honest. Because, yeah, Amazon I've kind of started to like less and less over the years. For whatever reason. Havoc up here a minute ago, appreciate you saying, talking about Charge Strike, it definitely does the physical hit and the lightning damage. So he says it definitely does. So appreciate you. Yeah, pretty much I was wondering if you used that, if the crushing blow would work. It sounds like it does. Little late, but yes, or oh, you said the same thing Donkey did too as well. Same. Oh, and you actually said the crushing blow would work. So, how about that? Appreciate you. Quarter of the way to infinity. Jim just found a Mal rune. Let's go. 1/4 of the way to infinity. Looking at it on the bright side. There you go. There you go. What's your assassin build I'm using right now? It's just a kind of a standard old school lightning trap assassin. So, yeah, I mean, I just throw down the lightning traps, throw 1 death sentry down, which death sentry corpse explodes to bodies. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 death sentry. 1, 2, 3, 4, death sentry. You can throw fire bombs too. These are technically maxed out, but everything dies so fast you don't even have time to throw them usually. Oh, is that actually my lightning assassin build guide there, Biv? Appreciate you. I didn't have that on tap, so been lazy. So Saffron, you say those middle ones on the Amazon don't do anything, huh? I think they do something, but the thing is, they removed the, well, I guess if you're powerful enough, you'll never notice because you just don't die no matter what anyways, but part of the problem why no one ever used them before is because when you would like dodge, you'd be like, huh! And then you would then they would let you move again. And in that time, you would just be getting blasted. So they removed the animation completely, right? So now you never see when it dodges anymore, or when it dips or ducks or dives or dodges or whatever you call it. You know, all that different stuff. Oh, okay, unexpected. But I think that was off just a normal monster too, which I didn't think they would be high enough monster level. But hey, Gladiator's Bane. It's one of those pretty rare ones, right? Been finding a lot of these lately, though. A lot of these lately. 16, 17. Passives are a scam? Maybe. That was just my take on what could be going on there, why they would seem like they don't do anything. Since they completely removed the synergy, so you would never actually see them do anything, right? Like, imagine if you threw down a lightning trap and no lightning shot out of it. You'd be like, it's not doing anything. Obviously, you'd see things die, I guess, but...
I can't carry it anymore.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What? Mason says, thanks for the great content. Appreciate you. You guys have been too kind lately. A lot of people have been saying love the content and stuff like that. Appreciate you all so much. Boosted my confidence. Make me feel like people really appreciate me, you know? But yeah, means a lot. Appreciate you. And really, like I say all the time, I should be thanking you guys and do all the time for watching the videos. Hitting the like button, all that good stuff. Hit recovery, some defense, I mean, whatever. Dalaron saying, just finished their Mosaic build, can't stop playing it. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's what I'll say. Glad you're enjoying it. Hydra Bow. Not a wind force. Oh well. Stack it. Glibber's talking about the passives on the Amazon. You stack them with plus all abilities. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Because yeah, when on your gear you have like plus, you know, 12 or 15 skills that go over to all that stuff, and then yeah, maybe at that percentage you can kind of feel it more. So beat up what's going on. It says get those likes up. Yeah, totally, fellas. Good old like button clicks would be great. Ithrune. Ooh, 1/3 of the way to Enigma. Oh wait, no, I would need an Istrune for Enigma. Never mind. So sad news, fellas. Also, speaking of things we aren't talking about at all, last week of bowling for the Summer League. Last week of bowling. Yeah, Ja ist Burr, remember? Yeah, Pepperidge Farm members. Playing it for a week, you find a few high runes per day on your Mosaic Assassin. Yeah, I mean the build is crazy overpowered. So yeah, I could see that. Absolutely broken. It's got a real Mosaic has a real Diablo 4 feel to it. I'm gonna be honest. Real Diablo 4 kind of feel to it. Fall bowling starting soon. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna take time to look into it, but I don't have any other leagues to play in, so I was gonna see if any of my buddies would want to get in a league, but I guess there's still time to like maybe get in a league or something, but I don't know who would really even play. Like the one guy I know that bowls like regularly, he doesn't live too far away. The thing is he bowls regularly. Like I think he bowls year round, but he has a group of dudes that he's been bowling year round with for like 2 decades. So like I don't think he's gonna, and he just had he has like a 1-year-old, like unfortunate. I want to look for another league, but I'll have to set it up and figure it out. I was almost tempted to just like, I don't know, almost just be like, hey, is there a league going on this winter? Does somebody need one guy on their team? Like, I'll just come bowl. I was tempted. Don't know how often that happens, but bowling stream. There are some people that I follow on YouTube that they stream their bowling leagues that they bowl in. They're mostly like pros that like bowl in bowling leagues just for like extra practice and like just to get more bowling in, you know? Thomas says he would wants to try a bowling league but works too much. Yeah, working too much will get you. Working too much will get you. Donkey saying, yeah, Mosaic does have a D4 feel. Yeah, it just kind of has that feel of like, oh, you get this pretty much the game just becomes like too trivial. Obviously having great gear is going to make the game easier, but like Mosaic doing, you know, 1,000 times the damage of the amount of health that the monsters has just has like this crazy, you know, craziness to it that just isn't my cup of tea, but yeah. 9-ball league. Oh, talking about pool. For a second there, I was like, 9-ball. What? Like 9-pin bowling? I thought that was just oh. I do 8-pin bowling. Like the true bowlers of the past always did. I think 8-pin bowling is still illegal in like 8 states or something. Some people know what I'm talking about. Or wait, no. 9-pin bowling is the one that's illegal. It's 10 now, dummy. No, but 9. They used to only bowl with 9 pins, and then like gambling was such a problem in certain places, they outlawed 9-pin bowling, and they said, okay, 9-pin bowling's illegal. We're not gambling on 9-pin bowling. We're gambling on 10-pin bowling. Like, who wrote the laws? Hey, we're gonna outlaw 9-pin bowling. Why wouldn't you just say bowling? Richard saying Mosaic's refreshing, puts assassin closer to paladin and sorceress. Assassin without mosaic is astronomically, like factors of 10 closer to sorceress and paladin than an assassin with mosaic is closer to sorceress and paladin. Quite literally, assassin is, let's see, probably probably 100 times more powerful than sorceress is with mosaic, and this is not even an exaggerated number. 100 times more powerful probably, and it's probably something like 50 times more powerful than a Hammerdin. So it's kind of like, you know. And if y'all don't believe me, you can check out Llama's video comparing it. But yeah, are you still playing D4? I played here and there. I played it for like a half hour this morning. But I mean, there's nothing really left. The thing is like, I don't know. It just, I don't like the way that the gear grind is set up in the game. So it's, and since that's like the main thing I like to do, it's kind of, and I don't like the Diablo 3 setup that they're really leaning into hard now with, oh, hey, you're going to run a Nightmare Dungeon 47, and then next you run a Nightmare Dungeon 48, and then next you run a Nightmare Dungeon 49. You know, oh, there's these new things that are, I forget what they're even called now. This is like a tier 3 of whatever kind of dungeon thing this is called, and now it's a tier 4. And now it's a tier 5 of whatever it's called, and now it's a tier 6 of whatever. It's like, I don't know. Infernal Hordes, there you go. It was fun. Infernal Hordes was fun for like the first 5 times I did it. And then it's like, well, okay, this is boring now. You just stand in the corner and blast and everything drops dead instantly. So. But, yeah. Could do the max level of it, but then it's like, I don't want to spam farm Duriel over and over again to get better gear, to get like the mythic uniques and stuff, because that's boring. Doing this is boring, you know. So at some point it's just like, and you don't really get gear upgrades anymore because I have all in perfect 925 stuff. Like before I was even level 100, which you get level 100 in like less than a week, easy peasy. That was like slow playing it, you know. So it was so-so. No, what am I doing here? Well, Mosaic. I think I know what happened with Mosaic, but I don't really want to say it for sure. No proof, but this is just a hunch I have, because they made Mosaic and it was like a 50% chance of not consuming charges or something like that. With both of them on, they were both 25 apiece. And then some content creators were like, yeah, you're gonna make it like that, and we're not gonna use it at all. We're just never gonna use it. And they're like, what? They're like, yeah, if we have to build up charges and then use them and then build up charges and use them, we're just never gonna use it. And they went, boy, do we want to make another rune word that nobody's gonna use again? And that was in the PTR or whatever, right? And then they changed it to be 100%, and they didn't test it in the PTR. So they didn't realize how crazy it was going to be. They didn't realize that people with subpar computers or like a Nintendo Switches were going to like nuke their Nintendo Switch when if somebody used Mosaic around them. You know, stuff like that. So Mosaic is only good if it's your playstyle. Well, that's just, well, I disagree. That Mosaic is insanely powerful regardless of who you are. That's going to be my take on it. That's my take on it. And it's incredibly cheap, yeah. You can get Mosaic on like day 2 or 3 of ladder, like easy peasy. Not easy for everybody, but easy for somebody who plays a lot, I should say. Not enough mana. Crap. Smooth Blast said martial art was his favorite. Yeah, I don't think it was before. I don't think it was great. You said it was your favorite, which being your favorite doesn't necessarily mean it's amazing, but it could be the funnest or whatever. Yeah, I never really played it. It wasn't really my cup of tea, and yeah, Mosaic makes it insanely crazy powerful, but it wasn't really my play style before, so it still isn't. With all the bad stuff on top of it for Mosaic, so. Yeah, everyone's just got differing opinions, but yeah, that's why I would just say that's my take, because, you know. Jim said he's about to roll 25 caster amulets. Good luck. May 220s bless you with their presence in your 25 crafts. Average damage on Mosaic, 70 trillion. Yeah, I don't know the actual numbers, and like I say all the time, character screens lie anyways, so I never even look at the character screen. I see how much damage or how fast it kills monsters and how much damage it does, like when you're actually using it. That's kind of what I go by. Like number get bigger, that's like a that's not usable much in Diablo 2. Zoomed in playthrough. Could I? Yes. Will I? Probably not. I mean, that's like something I'd have to get like paid to do, because that would be unfun. Or maybe that could be one of those Friday night drinking streams, huh? A fifth of whiskey and a zoomed in Frenzy Barb playthrough. What could go wrong, I say? What could go wrong? You can't farm any zone with a regular sork. I don't know what's a regular sork. I don't know what that. I'm trying to think of what that means. Like a blizzard sorceress, or a Nova sorceress, or a fireballer, or not sure what that means. Regular. Tommy, welcome in. Made a fire druid recently. Didn't realize how much fun they were. Nice. Not my favorite, but some people do like them for sure. 11 redemption though on your Phoenix. Yeah, I don't even know. What did mine even roll? I got a 10. So I don't think it's really too huge of a deal. Oh, I didn't realize I was on the wrong side this whole time. And nobody complained about it. That's impressive, fellas. Usually people are 8.10% triggered by that, but Richard said he would argue you farm slower on Mosaic than without Enigma than you do on any sorceress. Maybe the most endgame Nova Sorceress or something, but definitely not anything remotely early game. Like maybe Nova Sorceress with Infinity, Self-Wheel Infinity, and Griffins with the all-perfect gear, you could say, with the movement speed and stuff. But yeah, it was one of the last straws for me anyways. It was like the second or third day of ladder, and I was hosting games, and there was 4 Mosaic. Dang it. There was 4 Mosaic assassins, and I was like hosting Cast Sanctuary runs, and we were like, me and everybody else was running. We were running like this. We were like, we're just running behind the Mosaic assassins at this speed, trying to keep up with them, and they were blasting the whole game down before we could even catch up to the 4 Mosaic assassins in the game. So that's when I was like, all right, this is just ridiculous. I was a sorceress too, and I was like teleporting, but with slow teleport frames, because it was like the second or third day of ladder. I couldn't even keep up with them running, because you know they're running all fast with bursts of speed, and then they're flying through the air, and then just blasting everything. Strix, welcome in. What's going on? Orcs don't excel on high players counts. Yeah, unless you have perfect gear. Usually not. You have to have like absolutely perfect gear, like five high runes minimum worth of gear to start like blasting with a sorceress, really. Grindy saying, always salty, the last big change they made before maintenance mode, Mosaic. Shivering armor, chilling armor, blizzard. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like Mosaic, so the thing is too, you know, I don't like it. I wish it was removed, wish it was nerfed. It does mess up online quite a bit, but it doesn't really affect me all that much. I'm just not going to play it. I don't want to play it. I'm not going to be in games with people who are playing it, so the only annoying thing is it puts me in a situation where people will join my games with Mosaic and then they like won't leave, and I'm like, bro, I'm like streaming, hosting these games, and you like refuse to leave, which has only happened a few times, but puts you in an awkward sitch. Galback, yo, hump day, happy Wednesday. Missed an amethyst. Not the worst thing I've ever missed, that's for sure. J-Dog saying with Dragonflight assassins, the martial art assassins pretty much have teleport. Yeah, that's the skill. I didn't remember what it was called, but yeah, Dragonflight. Yeah, they were dragonflighting around while I was a sorceress trying to teleport through the Cast Sanctuary, and I couldn't keep up with them. On like I don't remember if it was the second or third day of ladder. It was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. 340, 340. Here we go. This pack right here has actually been paying dividends for me. Found nothing insane. Couple of mid runes out here though. Just super easy pack of monsters out there before I jump into the pits. Javazons are awesome with Sunder Charms compared to high level builds. The only thing with Javazons is they lack the mobility, so they kind of got the balance there. They are pretty good. Lightning Fury's crazy. You grab like just a Sunder Charm and you can kind of do a lot with just that. But their mobility is really lacking. Their teleport frames are just doo-doo brains. Just completely terrible. So even if you have Enigma, you have a Telestaff on swap, getting out to places is rough. So even going to get the leg to do cows is like slow. Obviously if someone else gets the leg, then you know you're kind of working together as a team, which I think efficiently farming by working together as a team like that, like a sorceress teleports to get the leg and then you can kill the cows super fast. That's kind of a good thing to have builds that are complementary like that. But yeah, lacks mobility and survivability. So yeah, I guess I kind of don't think about survivability just because I usually only use it for running cows and you just try not to get hit, right? Come on, we gotta find the Tyrell's Might today. Today. The thing is I found my Zod rune on this exact build, Lightning Trap Assassin. Imagine if I found the Zod and Tyrell's Might both on Lightning Trap Assassin. Just imagine how crazy that would be. Both players 3 difficulty, I think, too. What makes everyone want to do the pit so much? Well, it's very easy, and you can find every item in the game there. Every unique item in the game there. Always got to specify. Someone will be like, oh, you can't find a 45 life skiller there. But yeah, you can find like every item in the game down here. Definitely I've found all kinds of stuff down here. Found my Zod rune in the pits. The second or third day of ladder, when I started with Fists of the Heavens Paladin, I found a Griffin's down here. Found Mangsong's Lesson. Actually, I found at least 3 Mangsong's Lessons in the pits. Yeah. But that's why. Budget Singer Barb solo Hell Cows. Probably not, no. Singer Barb is kind of specialized for just kind of certain things, really. Like, you can kill lots of things. Like, you probably could clear Hell Cows technically, but I would never do it. Not efficiently enough that I would ever think about doing it. Waiting for me to add 640s to my grill? Boy, that would be... What am I going to find first? 640 Javs or 220 Java Gloves? Let me know in the comments. Colossus Blade. I've actually been popping these BK swords a lot lately. I feel like relative to how rare they are, I've been finding a ton of them. Elite base Colossus Blade, so... Kind of been finding a lot of these. Not that I obviously have a bunch of them and they all roll exactly the same, so it's not really too insane for me at this point, but kind of interesting, Barb's the only one sucking for major AoE, saying Devlin. Yeah, a little bit. You got, like you said, the Singer Barb and Whirlwind, and that's about it. which is all kind of small and slower. But I think it's fine because, I mean, when you have a skill so powerful and crazy for finding items as the find item skill, it's kind of what kind of gives it kind of balance with the other classes. Like if you had the barbarian moving around, like you can already teleport at the same frames as sorceress, 105 breakpoint. If you could do that and you had AoE like Nova and you had the find item skill, like, bro, it would just be in like, why would anyone use a different character ever, right? So it kind of balances out, I feel. Yeah, Slop saying over here the AoE melee in PD2 makes Barb fun, but it's crazy OP. Yeah, kind of what I was getting at, probably. That kind of covers all the bases for all of my opinions there. Me not really being into PD2 because it jumped a shark, and giving Barb AoE makes it OP. Nailed it. Just finished your leg extension curls, warmed up. What next? Squat, leg press, hack squat. Kind of I'm regular standard squat kind of person, but whatever you feel like. But we'll go with squats if I have to choose. Grindy said he can't get his hands on a standard of heroes. Unfortunate, huh? Unfortunate. I feel like there's a certain place to farm those from, but I can't, you know. Don't remember, right? Yeah, a use for the standard of heroes would be good, I feel. But I don't want to make it something so crazy that it would be, you know, OP. So the kids say. Yeah, I don't know what I would make it, cuz yeah, I wouldn't want it to do anything crazy too much, but maybe like standard of heroes. Maybe standard of heroes does the same thing as like the cube recipe to add sockets. So like later game it could have a use, but it's not like a super expensive use. Like, you know, randomly rolls a certain number of sockets in a non-superior type of base or whatever. Maybe something like that. Would I change anything about the game's balance? Not really. I would prefer just no changes except for nerfing Mosaic personally. I think there's a lot more room to do things that hurt the game than there is like room to make the best game ever made even better. Kind of the way I look at it. Reroll a unique item in the cube, says Donkey. Wow. That'd end up with a lot more like perfect items, huh? Because there'd be a ton of standard of heroes. That would I don't know about that. Because that would be super powerful. Like, it would like devalue having and finding great gear. Like the best rolls, essentially. The crew saying nerf spirit. I mean, you could nerf. to be honest, I wouldn't want them to necessarily, but you could honestly nerf Spirit and it would still be the best thing to use in a lot of cases. Most cases, really. Like, you would have to make it worse than lidless, essentially. But if you did that, you'd have to literally take... You'd have to take half the stuff off it and cut the skills and FCR in half as well. Like, off the shield I'm talking about. Give you another Larzik quest. Yeah, I don't know. 4 Standard of Heroes gives you a Larzik quest, or is the equivalent of a Larzik quest in the cube. So 4 Standard of Heroes in an item. There you go. Speaking of Spirit, oh, just use different runes. Health or yeah, I mean, I suppose we get rid of the res. Does have an insane kind of amount of hit recovery, but it is kind of really very powerful for the runes it takes, but I don't know. I'm just kind of happy with the game, like how it is, to be perfectly honest. Some people don't really like Diablo 2 that much, and I do, you know. I like it how it is, right? Travis, what is going on? Shmoobla saying cube uniques and turn them into their pre-patch. Like, when you say pre-patch version, you're talking like 08, like you could cube the Valk and make it an 08 Valk and stuff like that. That'd be something.
What can I do for you?
That would be something. Couple grand charms. One of them's got to be good. 12 max stamina. See, I told you. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. We're rocking the Trap Assassin. We get another Trap Scaler. Yeah. No, here we go. Here we go. Standard of Heroes is what you would use to oh, what's it called? Slam items in D2R. You'd use it to slam items in D2R. What do you guys say? I will be honest with the critical things I said at PD2. I did really like the idea anyways. It did add a bunch of power to the game, which made OP stuff even like overpowered, like builds and characters even more overpowered and whatnot. But slamming stuff was kind of a fun mechanic. Like, you'd find something, you'd find mage fists, and you'd actually want to pick them up and ID them. You know, throw them in your cube, boom, slam it, see what happened. I did like that extra, you know, roll of the dice, that extra pull of the slot machine handle, you know what I mean? Like, for stuff that, you know, I did kind of like that. Kind of breathing new life into items you would just Charcy. You wouldn't even waste your time Charcying them. Reroll torches with the thing. Well, I guess that would lower the cost of a paladin torch, and it would raise the cost of Amazon and barb torches, right? And assassin torches. I guess assassin torches are actually worth a lot now because 90% of people play Mosaic Assassin now because it's by far the most powerful character in the game, but
I can't carry it anymore.
it is crazy how like everyone plays Mosaic now. Like probably at least 25% of people every season play Mosaic now. Pretty wild. Do I need, where's my trap? I got another one right here. I have full traps in here too. The plain trap skiller. Unfortunately, the problem is single player here. I don't need it. Oopsie. I don't want to take up all of my inventory. The crazy thing is, I've been playing on this offline for so long, and I throw out ones that have, you know, if I have more than like 7 or 8 skillers, I throw some out to save room. I've only ever found 3 Shadow Disciplines Grand Charms on out of this whole time. Crazy. That's all I've ever found. I remember on my old Grail, I think it was lightning. It took me like a year and a half to find 1 lightning skiller. I think it was. Like I had a Griffin's Eye, I made Infinity, I had Enigma, all that stuff, and I hadn't found a single lightning skiller. I thought the game was broken or something. Like, I finally found one, like after like a year and a half. I think I found another one or a couple of them not too long after that, but it was just one of those wacky things. Used to cube random life to use a standard of heroes to cube life to a skiller, huh? I don't know. Because anytime you do something like that, and it's kind of the same response I gave to a lot of the other ones. Life skillers would just become like worthless, you know, if you could just add life to any of them, because then it eliminates the rarity of finding the super exciting stuff. It pretty much makes finding, every time you do something like that, it makes finding that gear unexciting. So I don't want to make things to where finding gear in Diablo 2 is unexciting, because that's the best part of the game, you know. So anything that I did, it would have to be with the standard of heroes, in my opinion, would have to be very minimal. Pretty much I would want it to be something to help out like early game. Like how I said the cube recipe to roll a random number of sockets on a gray or white item. That would help out early game to get people's insight bases and stuff like that. You could use that to get your Enigma base, or you could use that to get, you know, not that it would break the end game or devalue finding rare item stuff later, but it would yeah, it would help out newer people and early on in the season and things like that. That's the kind of stuff I would want to look for. It would get your build online and going, and get you out there farming to find good gear faster. To be pulling the slot machine, you know. Nothing's worse than grinding and wasting time just trying to get good enough to be able to go out and hunt good gear, in my opinion. So Strick saying having a similar problem, only 1 lightning skiller for his sorceress. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate, this game. Slayer Saint saying make a kicks in
I am overburdened.
for Ubers, you said, and make a video about it. Yeah, it's another one of them ones I'd have to look up everything about it, and not saying I never would, you know. It'd probably be something interesting for me to learn about, and then learn how to do it, and kind of make a video talking about what I had learned about, you know, the build or whatever. But not that I plan here in the near future. But Jay saying that's why Hole Punch would be good. Yeah, Hole Punch is close.
What you need?
Yeah, I don't know if it's really, you know, socketing everything super easy. Like everything super easy is really, it's not too crazy OP or anything like that, but I'm kind of, we'll say I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it. Standard of Heroes, reset the imbue quest. Yeah, I mean, that just kind of comes down to two, once again, making any of the rare items, the super rare, expensive rare items would be devalued significantly. So, I don't know. Not something I would really want, but yeah. Look at that Nightbot. Yeah, one more shout out here. Don't forget, if you're in the market for a PC, check out PC Bros. You see their icon wobbling around over there. They got everything from mega budget stuff, couple hundred bucks, pre-built out of used parts, or the craziest, most expensive, most god tier high-end systems. So if you're curious what they got, you're in the market, anything like that, check out the link from Nightbot or in the description on YouTube. And of course, use code SweetPhil, get a little discount, right? Appreciate you, Wicked. Yeah, there's one on Twitch right there as well. Huge thanks to PC Bros for sponsoring the stream. Huge. Huge. Ring. No good. All right, Tyrell's Might from this final monster up here. Oh, there's none there. This one, the one right there. Alrighty, look at the time. We're planning to go out to dinner. Crazy enough. Daughter ain't here, so we're gonna go out to hit a happy hour before our bowling, our final bowling of the year. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here on this fine Wednesday. Sorry, Patrick, I see you just jumped in there, and I got to take off, unfortunately. So mega thanks to you guys for joining me here. What do we got? Oh, it's huge. One to Uber's Barbarian. Kano, I love watching Kano because I learned so much from that guy. He's so much better. He's a pretty good speedrunner, huh? We'll send the raid on Twitch over to Kano. Learned something from him. He's 3 hours into a Barbarian speedrun here, so we'll send them over. YouTube, peace out. Twitch, peace out. Don't forget, fellas, pizza later. Olive Garden time. Let's go. I ain't got Olive Garden kind of money, Richard. Jeez.